start a recording. Boop. And then from there, let's swap on over. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has a good start off to their week. They're staying out of trouble. And we're getting a couple steps closer to the end of June. Not a whole lot of new news here otherwise. I'm going to try to actually work on some new tutorials soon. I've been saying that for a while, but I think I'll finally have a little bit of time. We've been trying to organize a little bit in the house too now that we're both here. Anyways, what were we doing here? Oh, that's right. So, doing some maintenance, doing things like that. We're waiting on some parts in the repair base so that we can repair our Timberwolf, our Ice Ferret, and our Stormcrow. And then beyond that, what else we got? I don't think we have any new... Yeah, we don't have any new scenarios. If we fail another morale check, then bad things will happen, but that's okay. If we fail another morale check, then I think that we just lose the contract. Or we fail the contract, which would be less than ideal by a lot. And we've finished exploring one sector for the most part. We're working on the second one right now. Let's go ahead. Oh, let's turn off GM mode. I don't need that on. Let's also... All right. Let's get some scouts out. Scouts out. All right, cool. Here we go. Do some patrolling. All right, we got a frontier assassination. And do we stir up any other trouble? Nope. No other trouble stirred up. That's fine. What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, it's a crisis. An enemy VIP has been located in an isolated position, presenting a rare opportunity to eliminate a key target. Their removal will deal a significant blow to the enemy operations, but they are not unprotected. Your mission is to kill the VIP and destroy at least 50% of their escort force. The enemy may attempt an emergency extraction or stall for reinforcements. Do not let them escape. Strike hard, eliminate the target, and ensure the escort is crippled beyond recovery. If the enemy attempts to dig in, break their defense perimeter and neutralize them with overwhelming force. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. We've got a force of trainees alongside our lance, like normal. Cool. So, you know what I need to do is I need to turn on just like straight up. We're going to make it so I can't even see what they're bringing, because I think that needs to happen. Otherwise, I don't know. So that should be... Can't remember if it's a campaign option or not. I think it might be. Operations, digital GM. Might actually get pulled from MegaMek now that I think about it. Actually, I think it does get pulled from MegaMek. Hey, Angry Serb, thank you so much for joining. First time watching the stream, watched the video on YouTube a couple weeks ago, and it got me hooked on MekHQ. Perfect. Loving the content. Absolutely. Of course, I will try to keep it up. That's what it is, blind drop. Boop. Well, thank you so much for joining. I'm happy that you're enjoying the content. Yeah, hang out. Welcome. All right, some blind drops. There we go. That should be it. Yes. Ote. Cool. Now, that's all we get, which is fine. I think I like that a lot more. Well, an Angry Serb, if you're enjoying everything, make sure you hit that little follow button down there. That way you get notified every time that we go live. We'll be streaming next Sunday, or this upcoming Sunday, as well as the following Tuesday yet again. Let's see here. Who do I want to send? Who do I want to send? It's always a struggle. Who to send? I think I want to send Asteroid. No, I can't. Homeboy still hurt too bad. Do we do a pile of grasshoppers? Maybe. That could be a lot of fun. Yeah, let's just do a pile of grasshoppers. I think that would be a lot of fun. Then we can also try out the new Victor. Cool. There we go. Well, an Angry Serb, did you play a lot of Battletech before finding MekHQ, or is this more of your first exposure to Battletech in general? On the 4th. Colonel, our unit has been flagged in recent data pulls from the Federated Commonwealth's Joint Command System. We've drawn the eye of higher leadership, likely in recognition of our recent actions. That kind of visibility comes with opportunity and scrutiny. Let's stay focused and disciplined. If we're being watched, let's give them something worth backing. Ooh, that's nice. Finally, something positive happening now that we're not, censured. Oh, nice. Yeah. So some Mech Warrior and some of the Battletech game. Well, if you haven't played the tabletop version of Battletech, then I definitely recommend you give it a look. Right now, with the Catalyst Game Labs website going through construction, the Battletech website is down, and so all of the free resources that are normally available are not available, which is a bummer. Oh, nice. So you've at least seen the tabletop game get played before. Okay, cool. Go forward. Uno mas day. What are you? Oh, good. My stalker pilot's out. What's going on, McGib? Yeah. Yes, I am aligning with one of the correct factions. You are correct, good sir. You are correct. Although, honestly, the Free World League has been treating me really well until I came north and then, left their land. For sure, now is a great opportunity to get into it. You don't have to be super familiar with all the rules in order to use MekHQ or MegaMek or anything like that. You just need a general understanding. Let's not do Moonless Night. That sounds like a not good time. You need a pretty general understanding, and then just give it a try. Or you can go to one of your local game stores and just say, "Hey, I want to learn how to play Battletech. Can anybody teach me, or can you guys work through it with me, or anything like that?" And then, yeah, you'd be good to go. And there are also some pretty decent tutorials on YouTube as well. All right, Clan Wolf. Or as some people I know would say, Clan Wolf. There we go. Oh, yeah. You better believe that when my kids get a little bit older, like, up into their early teens, like 10 or older even, I'm going to introduce them to all of the tabletop games that I possibly can. So, like, my wife and I actually play tons and tons of board games. Not as much now that we have kids, but every chance that we get, we play board games. We used to, when we would go and visit cities and stuff like that, we would actually, which Warhammer is this? Okay. We would go hunt out all of the local game stores, and we would see if there were any board game cafes or anything like that. And then we would hit up any board game cafes we could find. And also, we would, if there weren't any board game cafes, then we would just go to a local game store, look through all the games, and try to find like one new game that we wanted to learn and play. We would get it, and then we would go to a local brewery and just sit at the brewery for hours playing that game and any other games that we brought. And once we got a little bored, then we would go to a different brewery, and it would be like rinse and repeat. So, we, like, when we first started playing Star Realms, which is a really pretty lightweight deck building game, we just picked it up and went to a brewery, and yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's great. I wish that there were more. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I love board game cafes, especially really good ones. My favorite one that I've ever been to is actually a board game cafe in Omaha called Spielbound. It was the first one I ever went to, and they have such a phenomenal selection. They've got some beers, they've got coffee, they've got wine, they've got like cheap food. And then probably somewhere around 500 to 800 board games. And you pay $10 and you can sit there actually like $5 on a weekday, $10 on a weekend. And you can sit there as long as you want, playing games, hanging out with your friends, just doing what you want to do. And they got everything you need right there. So why would you ever want to leave? One of my favorite things, for sure. And then as my kids get older, I definitely want to keep that going. And the nice thing about going to things like breweries and stuff like that is that breweries normally close pretty early, like 10 o'clock, maybe 11, which is plenty late for me. And so then we can just go hang out at the brewery. When it gets to be 10 o'clock, we leave, we go home, you go to bed. Pretty great. Okay, so there is our VIP that we have to kill. So let's close the distance on the VIP. Actually, do we just go full ham on this and just throw away our trainees? I think so. I think we just throw the trainees away. It's fine. They don't need their lives, right? Hold on. How did you get back there? My goodness. Holy. That is bonkers. Wow. It's a 10-15? That is wild. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I kind of want that one, but we'll take what we can get. What? I mean, you only have 38 armor. But my goodness, that's going to be hard to hit. Do I just send the Victor back? I think I just send the Victor back and call it good. Maybe the Shadowhawk can go with him. I think we do that. So I mean, we have to kill the Hellbringer. The Stormcrow is a bonus. But once we kill the Hellbringer, then things should be a little bit better. Might as well just go ham with everything. What are heat sinks for if you don't overuse them? So like I said, we'll focus down the low key. Ooh. Oh, man. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Okay, well, let's see what we can do there. Oh, I've got Deadfire slated, that's why. Man, that is wild. Well, the Hellbringer just lights up the Clint, putting the LB-10X into the right leg down to 8 internal structure. Another LB-10X goes into the center torso, ER medium into the head down to 2 armor. The pilot takes a hit, ER medium into the right torso, ER medium into the left torso, then hits with 4 of the SRMs, doing 2 to the left torso, right torso, and then it explodes. So there goes the Clint. Sad day. It just kind of cut itself in half. The Vulcan misses with everything. The Fire Moth firing at the Victor. Wow. Okay. Hits with 5 of the ATMs. Doing 5 to the left torso, another 5 to the left torso. Clint misses with everything. Grasshopper at the Hellbringer. Hits the PPC to the left arm and a medium laser to the left leg. Stormcrow just further demolishes that poor little Clint. Thank you for your sacrifice, buddy. The other Grasshopper misses everything. Warhammer misses. Grasshopper misses. Shadowhawk misses. This is not off to a great start. Everybody misses. Everybody stays standing. Okay. Hold on, wait, when? Got it. So the Dasher already moved. That's great. That is good. This is very good. But also just drop the elementals off. Okay. Well, I think we have to close the distance, and then we can demolish him, and then we jump away. I think that's going to be the answer. Another Grasshopper. There's 1, 2. Oh, there it is. 3. So let's go ahead and back on up here. Let's see what the VIP does. I'll turn the music down a little bit. There we go. I was hoping that's not what he would do, but oh well, it'll be fine. Okay, fortunately it's 6s this time to hit, which is way better. We're going to get nice and super hot this turn. That's okay. 6s are way better than what we had. Oh, man. I think I would rather split my fire and actually be able to do something to this dude. That flechette's going to do like nothing, but whatever. Well, the Stormcrow at the Warhammer hits with a medium pulse into the right leg, medium pulse into the right torso, medium pulse into the left leg. Streak 6 hits, doing 2 to the left arm, left torso, left leg, right arm, left leg, critting on the upper leg and the right torso. Then the other Streak 6 hits, doing 2 to the left arm, right torso, center torso, left arm, and left torso. So that's the roll. The Fire Moth fires the Victor again, hits with 4 high explosive ATMs, doing 5 to the right arm and 5 to the right torso. Right then. And then 2 more to the center torso. Then the Grasshopper, firing at the Hellbringer, hits with a medium laser into the right leg. Other Grasshopper at the Ryokin hits with a large laser into the left arm. LRM hits with 2 dead fires, doing 4 to the right arm. Medium laser hits the right arm. Medium laser hits the right arm. Another medium laser hits the right arm. It's down to 8 internal structure. Warhammer at the Ryokin misses everything. Vulcan misses. Hellbringer at the Warhammer hits the LB-10X center torso rear, critting on the engine. Then an ER medium into the right leg. Shadowhawk hits with the SRM-2, hitting with a single tandem charge into the center torso, but no effect there, down to 3 armor. Grasshopper against the Hellbringer misses with everything. The Victor hits with the ER. There we go. ER medium into the left leg, and AC-20 hits going into the right arm, transferring to the right torso. The Ryokin took 20 damage, needs 3 rolls of 6. Warhammer took a whole bunch of damage, also took an actuator hit, needs 10 rolls of 7, falls onto his left side, doing some damage to the left leg and the left torso, and the pilot takes a hit. I don't know if we're going to have any trainees left at the end of this. Okay, so the Hellbringer kicks the Warhammer, doing 13 damage to the left leg. The Shadowhawk kicks the Fire Moth, destroys the left leg, transfers some to the left torso. So the Fire Moth automatically falls, going on to his right torso. We can run from that Fire Moth now, which is great. All right, well, the Warhammer is a little hot at 13 heat. Ryokin is at 7. Hellbringer's at 7. Grasshopper's at 6. And fortunately, we are doing very well on our initiative rolls. All right, cool. So the Fire Moth ditched, which is great. There we go. So you should just straight up run and get away from the elementals. Grasshopper. What do we do? So you are my 3-4 pilot. I think we can just do this. Get a little bit closer. You just stay right where you are. Do you have a leg? You do have a leg. Can you get up and turn that way? How can you jump? You can jump further. Great. Do that. All right, so the fire moth we're going to be able to pick up for salvage, which is pretty neat. You can't really see anything. We'll get a little warm. That's fine. There's no point in doing the LRM at that range. If you're already over on heat. A fire moth for training new pilots to know what it's like to drive an Italian sports car without brakes. Yeah, on oil-covered streets. Not my mech. I'm okay if it gets hot. All right, nice. Very nice, very nice. So the Stormcrow just beats up on that Warhammer, destroys the left leg, and then does a lot of very bad things. Very, very bad things. But it's not dead. There's that. The Vulcan at the Hellbringer misses with everything naturally. The Hellbringer at the Warhammer does even more bad things. The pilot takes another hit to the head. And more bad things happen. Then finally the engine gets blown up. So, or destroyed anyways. So the Warhammer is now out of the fight. Elementals. Oof. Oh. Oh, ouch. They hit with 10 SRMs, going into the back of the Victor, doing 2 to the center torso rear, left torso rear, center torso rear, left leg, right torso rear, center torso rear, right leg, left torso rear. Ow. Oh, that was not nice. Not nice at all. Then the Grasshopper at the Hellbringer gets a large laser into the right leg. LRM hits with a single dead fire, doing 2 to the center torso. Medium laser into the left arm. Medium laser to the left torso. Medium laser into the left torso. Other Grasshopper hits with a large laser into the right leg. Medium laser to the right torso. Medium laser right leg. Medium laser into the right leg, destroying the right leg. Whoop, whoop. And a medium laser into the right arm. Okay, so the Hellbringer is going nowhere. That is now good salvage. The Warhammer missed with everything. Grasshopper at the Hellbringer in the left torso rear. Medium laser into the center torso rear. Medium laser right torso rear, critting with no effect. Medium laser into the right torso rear, down to internal structure. Medium laser into the right arm. The Victor took 20 damage. Needs a 4, rolls a 4, and stays standing. Loki automatically falls down. Does 7 damage to the right torso and 2 to the center torso. Then the pilot takes a hit. I mean, it kind of is a 5-year-old running around on a sugar high. Might as well be. Take a 7. Go ahead and kick him. Kick him. Well, the Vulcan kicked the Ryokan. It does 8 damage to the left leg. Then we kick the right arm, destroying the right arm with the Loki. And we kick the right torso, destroying the right torso of the Loki. So, There goes half the Loki. That's fine. I can still steal it. Oh, he shut down. Nice. Loki shut down. Cool. We have to destroy one other thing, and then that's it. We should still be able to outpace the elementals without too much of a problem, I think. Man, I was really hoping they were going to go first. Kevin from Home Alone. That after action report looked like most of mine lately, getting wrecked a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It is what it is. If you go into a fight and you expect to walk away with no damage at all, then you should not have walked into the fight. You have 2 Daiichi in your company? What? Hold on, so you actually have clan mechs that sorta kinda work now? Other than just 14 wreckages that are sitting there? Been getting a little silly. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Okay, we're not going to do anything against the Hellbringer, because that just doesn't make sense. We're not going to shoot any swarm missiles, because that also would be bad. Yeah, it takes a while for parts to arrive. It definitely takes a while for parts to arrive, but that's okay. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. It would be great if we could at least knock the Ryokan down. All right, let's see what happens. Our Grasshopper hits with the medium laser into the left arm of the Ryokan. The medium laser goes into the left torso, destroying the searchlight naturally. The Victor misses with everything. The Elementals smack the Shadowhawk, but that's what I was really hoping would happen. Good deal. The Grasshopper, the Ryokan misses with everything. Other Grasshopper also misses with everything, naturally. Shadowhawk misses with everything. The Ryokan, the Grasshopper, hits with the medium pulse into the center torso, medium pulse to the center torso, medium pulse into the left torso. Then Streak 6 hits, doing 2 to the left arm, right torso, left torso, and left arm. But the other Streak 6 misses, thankfully. Holy cow. Then the Vulcan misses with everything. The Grasshopper took 20 damage, needs a 7, rolls a 3. Hold on, wait, no. Needs a 3, rolls a 7. Oof, can't read. Shadowhawk took 20 damage, needs a 7, rolls a 12. So McGib, you mean field stripping, right? So, field stripping. It's a thing that will likely... It's a thing that is still thought about and is talked about very frequently. Nice. They stepped on a trooper. But yeah, it is frequently talked about. It's thought about. It has not been forgotten. There are thoughts and plans and stuff like that, but there's a lot of moving parts right now as well. I'm just gonna have you sit still, actually. Hold on, wait a second. Oh, right. Yeah, well, I mean, so you can still, McGib, you can still salvage that mech and bring it home with you and then strip it. But if it, like, it's not going to change anything. How do I say this? Field stripping isn't going to change the mechs that you have available to do salvage on. All it's going to do is it's going to allow you to take things off of those mechs in the field. And essentially it's a way for you to burn tech minutes in the field. But you can still get a mech that has center torso wrecked and is gone. You can bring it back to your base, strip it down for parts, and then be good to go. And if you need help with that, I'm happy to show you. You know, after this battle. Kind of want to turn the Victor around. You know what? Let's just do it. We're going to turn the Victor around. Because I don't think they need help with the Ryokan, honestly. Well, I mean, it depends, you know. So that's part of it, is that part of the challenge with field stripping is just how do you implement the rules from campaign operations? Nice. Okay, so he ejected. We just have to destroy one more thing. Don't fire swarms at your friends. That is not nice. Plus, I mean, yeah, you're right. The quality of the parts that you're going to be pulling out in the field are probably not the most ideal. But a somewhat crappy part that you pull in the field is far better than the part that you don't have at all. Yeah, you 100% can. Here, tell you what, I'll even show you. So when you go into your warehouse, actually, sorry, you can go do it from two areas. So if you go to your repair bay, there it is. I don't know why it's there. Okay, so you go to your repair bay. Over here, you can see where it says mode repair. You right click, click salvage. And it should, yep, it changes the mode to strip. Now you're pulling all of the parts off that still exist or are still there. So like if I wanted to strip two of these bad boys to get the Mad Cat working and like pull off all the armor and stuff like that, I can. And so you can pull everything off, and once it's completely stripped of everything, it just gets taken out of your hangar. Or you can strip off all the stuff that you want and then sell what's left. You can sell the parts or what the other bits. The other thing you can do is you can go to the hangar and you can right click, repair status, strip. So if you want to select multiple things and have them all be stripped of parts, you can 100% do that. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay, the Vulcan hit the Ryokan with the medium laser to the left torso. Flamer hits the center torso and a machine gun into the right arm, critting on medium pulse laser. The Elementals at the Shadowhawk hit with a Flamer. They also hit with their auto rifle. Shadowhawk against the Elementals, missed with everything. Stormcrow against the Vulcan hits with an ER large into the right arm, down to 2 internal structure. Medium pulse into the center torso, medium pulse into the right leg. Streak 6 hits, destroying the right arm, critting on the center torso with no effect, and also putting a few rounds into the right torso. The Victor at the Elementals hit with the AC-20, just outright killing. Just, can you imagine being in battle armor and you get hit with an AC-20? Just like, it's like taking out an infantryman with an Abrams round, right? You turn into mist. Oh yeah, cockpits I am notoriously very short on. It gets really bad. I think at the end of my last contract I was short like 6 cockpits. It was really bad. The Grasshopper, Stormcrow, hits with a medium laser to the left torso, medium laser to the right torso, missed with everything else. The other Grasshopper hits with a medium laser into the right leg, medium laser into the center torso. Grasshopper number 3 against the Stormcrow. Medium laser into the center torso, medium laser left torso, down to 10 internal structure, medium laser into the left leg, critting on the hip and the upper leg. Nice. That means that he essentially can't run away. Medium laser into the right arm, and a medium laser to the center torso. The Ryokan took a left hip, left leg hit, and 40 damage. So it needs a 7 after all of that. Rolled a 6, fell down, does 5 to the right torso, 1 to the center torso. The Vulcan took 20 damage, needs a 7, rolls an 8. Okay, can you kick them? Maybe. Nice. Okay, so the battle armor is now down to 2 troopers. And then we also destroyed the left arm of the Ryokan. Nice. Okay, the Victor goes after the Elementals. I am kind of surprised that he was able to get up and walk away. There's just 2 left, right? Yeah, there's just 2 dudes left. What's up, Secret? How are you doing? The clans, like, they're tough, but it's not as terrible as I thought it would be, because I kind of forgot that batch halls exist. And so it's been a pretty fair fight. I would actually argue that they are bidding away too much, as much as it hurts me to say that. Honestly, you just stay there. So they are giving me lots of good and happy salvage, which I am very okay with. There we go. Canon behavior, yes. Well, it's true. The clans being overconfident, that tracks. We did just last round watch one battle armor elemental get disintegrated by an AC-20 round, which was hilarious. How's it going, Eclectic? I hope you're doing well. You get your new campaign started off okay? Well, the Stormcrow continues to launch into the Vulcan. Crits on the right leg of the Vulcan. Also does other bad things to the Vulcan, destroying the right leg completely. The Vulcan still exists, so there's that. The Grasshopper into the Stormcrow hits the Meme Laser to the left torso or rear. Meme Laser into the left arm that goes into the left torso or rear. Then we destroy the right arm, transfer some to the right torso, rear, left torso, another medium laser to the left leg, medium laser to the left torso, rear down to 4 internal structure. Vulcan hits with a machine gun to the right leg. Grasshopper hits with a large laser into the center torso, getting a double engine crit. Medium laser to the center torso, medium laser center torso. Ooh, I don't like all these center torso hits. Critting on a gyro, medium laser into the right torso, medium laser into the right leg. The Victor disintegrates another battle armor with an AC-20 round. Just oof. Oof. You're welcome, man. That is, it's like being hit by a freight train at 1,000 miles an hour. Shadowhawk unfortunately misses with everything. Then the Grasshopper into the Stormcrow hits the right leg with a large laser. Medium laser goes into the right torso. Medium laser into the right leg. Medium laser into the left leg. The Stormcrow naturally falls because it took a gyro hit. It also doesn't have a hip on one side. Knees a 9, rolls a 7. Destroyed by engine destruction. Okay, cool. You don't know that. I could totally salvage battle armor this round. See? I think that we won because everybody is dead. Whoops. Remember, friends, it is case sensitive / victory. Yeah. Nice. Okay, that went incredibly well. I don't think that we deserve how well that went, but I'm not going to be sad about it. Yeah, sure, why not? Also, that Victor refit paid for itself right there, in my opinion. So we came out of that doing pretty darn good. The Victor took a splash of damage, but everybody else did pretty great. All of that is good. All of that is good. Okay. Okay. Good deal. I would even say that was a decisive victory because it did not look good for the clan. Okay, I want the fire moth. Kinda would rather have the Ryoken. Let's do that. Okay, now we are up to 5 clan mechs that we own. Pretty neat if you ask me. Nice. Recon and Scout Lances came home. Very good. Why don't we go ahead and get right back out there and keep looking for trouble. Keep kicking in doors. So we got a frontline engagement. And an irregular force suppression. Ooh, that's not ideal, but okay, fine. All right, let's see what we can repair here. Lots of stuff fixed. Lots and lots of stuff fixed. Definitely blasting through some of our money with some of these repairs, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know. I still actually need quite a few more in everywhere. So yeah, I need one more in Sector 2. But I'll keep stirring up trouble there in a minute. We'll keep on working on Sector 1 and just exploring here. It'll be fine. And then we still have to work on Sector 0 as well. I'm kind of waiting for something to auto pop in here because I don't want a blind drop. That just sounds like a bad time for everybody involved, in my opinion. Cool. Bravo Lance came home. Ooh. Well, when you get home tomorrow, we're going to send you off to school. Now then, hopefully some of these dudes in Tango will be moving upwards soonish. Big on the ish. Alright, so now then, let's go ahead and repair all these dudes. Yeah, we'll repair all these dudes first. Now, what parts do I still need? So, oh wow, for you we only need Clan Ferrofibrous. Blind dropping is very fun except for those involved. You are correct. It's always fun to see the outcome when you're not the one who has to deal with the consequences. What am I missing? What have you? Oh. There we go. Should be good. Hold on one second. My wonderful wife was nice enough to bring me mac and cheese. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Stand by. Pow. There we go. Yeah, multiple sectors to fight in. Always a good time. Always a good time. Okay, so we've got all the things. We got 2.25 million stuff that we need to order. I don't think we're really going to be making money for a while, but that's okay. We're getting Who got pregnant? Oh, that's fine. Oh, wait. No, you're not assigned to a unit. Never mind. So, who? Ah, it's you. You did it. You did it, Corporal Alvina Morican. Huh. Who got you pregnant? Who are you fooling around with? Are they in the unit? What are you doing? She did. She did. She got pregnant. Think that's good. When do the field kitchens come in? 56 days, 52 days, 68 days. Womp womp. Okay. That's okay. Whoops, wrong button. Unit market. Unit market. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Now then, we've got 2 days. Now, did they get out of the repair bay once the repair? Yes. Cool. All right, Cassandra, time to go get more schools. Get more learned. Have any other students or any other kids? Children. Okay, so you're 3, you're 10, you're 3. So you all go do the things. You go do... Huh. You're already a doctor, apparently. Dr. Patrick. You can do a medical apprenticeship. There you go. Hey, Sai, how's it going? Got to occupy those troops with deployment? Yeah, they get bored. I mean, some things never change. Some things never change at all. Okay. I do wish there was an auto, like a... Not sure about auto send, but... Maybe auto send is the right answer. Either auto send or when you send a kid to school, it's just that they go through all the levels of schooling until they get to age 10 when they when they have to do an apprenticeship or do something else. Early childhood, something tells me the doctor is fake. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know what kind of online school they went to. They could have done all sorts of things. You can get a doctorate in anything. Oh, whoops. So, briefing room, irregular force suppression. Local insurgent forces are receiving direct military support in this region, strengthening their ability to disrupt our operations. If they are not dealt with decisively, they will continue to erode our control and pose a long-term threat. Your mission is to engage and destroy at least 50% of the combined enemy forces, cutting off the ability to operate effectively. Expect a blend of unconventional tactics and structured military resistance. The insurgents will use ambushes, terrain familiarity, and hit-and-run tactics, while their military allies will bring firepower, coordination, and heavy assets into the fight. Dismantle their cohesion, eliminate key targets, and disrupt their ability to function as a fighting force. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, secure any remaining assets, and ensuring the region remains under our command. This mission is about eradication. Strike hard, leave no room for recovery, and establish total dominance. We have trainees. Okay. Okay. Ah, yes. The doctorate of X, Y, and Z. I am Dr. Whoever. Yes. See, but when I think of TCCC, I think of Tactical Combat Casualty Course, TCCC, which is, you know, also pertinent. Well, I mean, honestly, our friends could just take care of this. Why don't they just take care of it? It's their problem, not mine. But they're making it my problem. Let's find somebody who has machine guns. Or we could just load our SRM4s with something that has a lot of shrapnel. And I think I have flechettes for the AC-10, the LB-10X. Why don't we just do that? All right, hanger. Asteroid. Let's go ahead and swap out fragmentation. Pretty sure I have fragmentation. Where'd it go? New fragmentation, and then also, oh, it's cluster. Shoot, I always forget. Does cluster do extra against infantry? I don't think so. Oh, that's what you were referencing. Ha! Yes, trust me, I'm a doctor. Can you load an AC-20 with canister ammo? I'm not familiar with canister ammo. So the AC-20, at least in the era that I'm playing in, you can do AP, caseless, flak, flechette, precision, and tracer, as well as standard. Yes, I'm a doctor. I went to TCCC. Know what I'm doing. I can put on a tourniquet. Well, that is interesting. I haven't deployed them yet, have I? No. Well, that's a new bug. It's a very new bug. So for those of you who are joining who don't know, I shoot myself in the foot, and I play on the Nightlies, which means that there is sometimes very fun, interesting bugs that we have to figure out as we go along. And then I have to remember to report them afterwards, which I only remember to do like half the time. Okay, there we go. A beehive round. I have not heard of a beehive round, but maybe. Let's just think shotgun. Doesn't sound pleasant. Sounds very not desirable. Yeah, no, I mean, you really. So when I was a medic, I would teach CLS a lot. Can I just? So I'm going to go ahead. GM. I want to restore it. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
She just wanna be my baby model. When you know what to say.
Okay, sorry about that. Our beehive runs for easy. Oh, that sounds very undesirable for everybody involved. Anyways, sorry about that. We if I restore a unit, I mean, all I have to do is load the ammo. I can actually just do that in the lobby though, so we'll be fine. I'll just make sure that we've got a full loadout in the lobby and it'll be a-okay fine. Okay. Anyways, our kiddo is having a hard time with gas, which is fine. You feel bad for him. Oh, I was also gonna load the Stalker, LRM 20, fragmentation ammo. There we go. All right. Can confirm. There we go. So we got everything there. Daylight, clear, town, hot desert, all that's fine. We got asteroid lance. Let's go. Commence drop. Let's do recovery A. Do a couple of those dudes. And here we go. And then let's just make sure ammo should be under configure equipment. That's not right. So this should have been fragmentation and fragmentation. Okay, good deal. Okay. Configure. You were fragmentation. Okay. Configure. You were also fragmentation. Okay. Configure. Okay, so this just means we're gonna have to think ahead a little bit for the remainder of the stream. I can't do things on the day of. Okay. All right, everybody there is good to go. Clan Wolf, you'll be Skirmisher. And Skirmisher. Kerpow. All right, here we go. I wonder what they'll send at us. I know they have a lot of infantry, but I don't know what else. Go ahead and throw the Ostrak down there. You can go. We'll use all of their stuff to kind of go forward and look for trouble. Okay. They have a dump truck. They brought a dump truck to a mech fight. Okay. Cool. So the Stalker, we want to be fairly central, and he can stay up on the high ground. That way he can just yeet LRM at everything. Can also stay up on the high ground, Anakin. Honestly, we just need to stay in the center. There we go. All right. Not terrible rolls, but we'll take it. Oh, nope, 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 nope. There we go. That'll work. Right now, we're just going to close the distance. That's all we have to do. Kind of like normal, we're going to yeet the trainees at them. We'll stand back a little ways and provide guidance from the rear or something. All right. Can't really do anything this round, I don't think, with anything. Well, maybe we can. They have a buster. It's hilarious. Not a whole lot else for us to do here. We missed our shop, but that's okay. No need to kick innocent buildings. Yes, such an excellent movie. Some of you may die, but that is a risk I am willing to take. So my wife has a little just message board that she puts random little messages on as like a decoration, and it's had the same one for the last like 6 months because we've been, I don't know, busy. And right now it says, you know, joy to the world, the toddler sleeps. But I think it's time to change it. And trying to negotiate with a toddler is challenging at the best of times. But I thought of a new phrase saying whatever that I think she might change it to. And it's Never get in an argument with a toddler. There's no logic in it. And then, of course, she comes back with quoting The Princess Bride. Naturally. It knows what it did. That's right. You teach it a lesson. Oh. 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 Apparently, button number 5 on the mouse does this. Huh. Isn't that fun? The more you know. Yeah, negotiating with the toddler. That's hilarious, right? It's absolutely hilarious. If you don't have a toddler, you don't know. The preteen stage makes you wish for the toddler again? Don't tell me that. I mean, I guess the nice thing about the toddler stage is that when they don't want to do something, you just like pick them up and move them physically because they can't stop you. With the preteen stage, it gets a little harder to do that. But yes, I spent the entire like hour and a half before the stream negotiating with a terrorist. That is what I was doing. We'll just climb down. Alright, maybe we can go ahead and shoot something. I think we have to kill, what, 50% of them, right? I don't know. I probably should have actually paid attention. Sounds like work, though. I don't want to do that. One does not simply negotiate with the toddler. Like, and you know, you try to do all of the good parenting things, right? You know, like give them a choice and all that fun stuff. But when the little shitheads don't nap, they didn't sleep well the night before, there's no choicing your way through it. There is no negotiation. There is simply pain. So much pain. You will fight to the pain, as can be famously quoted from The Princess Bride. Do I really need to put all of that into that thing? If we miss, then it'll be fine. I think the best parenting advice I ever got from somebody was from one of my faculty when I was a resident. And she was like, I hated everyone giving me advice before I ever had a kid. I hated it. So I'm going to give you the one piece of advice that I thought was useful. She was like, the only thing that ever stays the same is that nothing stays the same. As soon as you get used to something, everybody misses. No hits. As soon as you get used to something, as soon as you're like, I understand. This is the way that things are. Then it changes. Immediately, now. I was like, I didn't understand it completely at that point, but now I get it. It all makes sense. There we go. Okay, here we go. Why risk it? Why don't we just do this? We'll do this. All right, friends, machine guns up front. Angry Serb, thank you so much for joining. You take care. Have a wonderful night and sleep well. Catch you next time, hopefully. Ah, yes. Come on over to your inevitable demise. So I think the Whitworth can probably just handle that dude by himself. Hopefully the Whitworth can handle one little truck. Here's the hoping. Honestly, I think we pump a couple of rounds that direction. Might as well do the machine guns. They don't cost any heat. All right, and that'll be perfect. Here's the hoping. All right, Buster took an LB-10X right into the center torso, critting on the gyro. The jump point smacks the Phoenix Hawk, caused some damage. Did 2 to the right torso, 1 to the left leg. The Orion hits that poor little truck with a Gauss rifle and just disintegrates it. Just turns it into mist. It's like the... if you ever saw that episode from Mythbusters where they sent a supersonic steel plate straight into a compact car, I think it was their compact episode, and you just like, it was like watching an eraser just go straight across it. It was amazing. Yeah, it looked like that. Like it looked like that. It just went away. And the driver somehow got injured. I don't know how that could have happened. The Phoenix Hawk against the Buster hits with a machine gun to the center torso. It's down to 9 internal structure. The Stalker missed the Buster. Phoenix Hawk against the motorized point hits with a large laser. Okay. Does a whole 1 damage. Kills 1 dude. Ah, yes. And then the large laser goes through the head and destroys the Buster. That's nice. Buster is very dead. Buster is very, very dead. So that's 2 down. How many do they have total? So 4, 8. So we need to destroy 2 more. 2 more critters. keep on working on closing the distance. Why would you do that? Seems like a very interesting choice. Honestly, just stay there. Now then, for you, we just need to close the distance. Get within machine gun range. There we go. Time to start sending presents. I mean, might as well. If there's anything left of that dump truck after this, I will be somewhat shocked. Actually, hold on. So +1, +1, +0. So you're a 7 to hit, or an 8 to hit. We're gonna do that one. That'll be fine. Miss. The jump point at the Phoenix Hawk hits, does a little bit of damage, also damage the jump jet. The Whitworth, ooh, oh, woof. Kills 10 with the fragmentation missiles. Ouch. Ah, yes, and the dump truck starts getting slammed, which is great. Then we shoot the other dudes. Man, direct fire against them blows. Dump truck's immobile, so we don't have to do anything else with it. We did hit with a machine gun. Does 9 damage. They were in the open. Double, but then it gets halved because of their armor, so they take 9. They are not in a good spot, let me tell you. They're in a tight spot. I think that we just have to take out like one more, but I mean, if I can get an extra jump point, then that would be pretty neat if you ask me. I would not mind shredding them just a little bit. I think I'm in range of that SRM now. What are you? Oh, you're a fire engine. Isn't that nice? There we go. Don't care about the dump truck. Blocked by terrain. That's unfortunate. Just 2 active troops. Okay. All right. Might as well use the fragmentation ammo. I think this can be our last round anyways. There we go. Cool. Don't think we have to worry about them. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, maybe we can do something here. Might as well. Let's see what happens. All right, so the motorized point gets destroyed, so that's them dead, and that is now our objective met. The Kerensky hits with a snub nose, but missed with the SRM-4, unfortunately. The jump point is down to 17. They leg attack against the Ostrak, critting with no effect. The motorized point is super dead. Stalker unfortunately misses with everything. The jump point against the Phoenix Hawk does a lot of bad things, honestly. The Orion also misses with the SRM-4. That's frustrating. The PPC hits, it's down to 18. Everything else missed. All right, the Phoenix Hawk hits the machine gun. 7 men left. Machine gun hits, down to 1. And then medium laser hits, fortunately, they're dead. So we at least get 1 jump platoon, I think, out of this, which is going to be great. Missed the other frag ammo, which is very frustrating. And that's it. But... so kick. Kick. Squish. Everybody falls. Everybody falls. Anyways, slash victory. Whoops. Slash victory. It'll help if I can type. Sweet. They are very much dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 recoverable. Huh. Really? Good deal. So I want the jump point. Take the motorized point. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one there, and our employer can have everything else. Cool. There we go. There's all that fun stuff. We'll advance 1 day. Got a frontline engagement. So the enemy is fully committed to battle along the front line, engaging our forces in a direct confrontation. Your mission is to break their offensive by defeating at least 50% of their forces. This engagement is a decisive clash. Victory here will shift the momentum of the war in our favor. Expect a determined enemy response. They will not withdraw easily and may attempt to reinforce their position as losses mount. Strike hard, exploit weaknesses, and maintain battlefield control. This is not a delaying action. This is a battle for dominance. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, securing salvage and eliminating any remaining resistance. Ensure that when the dust settles, that is our forces standing over the wreckage. Crush them and claim the field. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Let's grab... So Bravo Lance got to have all the fun last time. Why don't we let Alpha Lance go off and have some fun? I think that's what we should do. Let Alpha Lance have the fun. Cool beans. And then we start. Hold on, wait. Dusk Dawn. Let's reroll that. There we go. I don't know how many they'll actually have. So let's just go ahead and bring our big salvage team. We'll have plenty of minutes. Okay. You only have 2 mechs. Okay. So what did they bring to the fight? They have... Oh, good. They have a gargoyle. They brought a gargoyle and a summoner. This might hurt. This might hurt a little. And that is a very, very, very scary mech. So we will just yeet all of our friends straight at him. And we will see what we can't do. What did I have to do to defeat 50% or... Yeah, 50%. He's probably going to come forward at least a little bit. Sure. Might as well do that. I really, really do not want that summoner getting within AC-20 range. That just does not sound like a good time. I mean, in fairness, he's already unleashing 6 ER mediums, but will not be desirable. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Well, the awesome hit with one of the PPCs into the center torso, 20 armor remaining. The Man of War hits with a single 2 ER mediums, one to the left torso, one to the right arm against the Hermes, and everybody else missed. The nice thing is that he can only fire the AC-20 at one person per round. So if everybody just swarms him, gets in his face, and tells him how we really feel, then we have a chance. Yeah. Well, hold on. The Hunchback 2C, does it carry 2 AC-20s or 2 UAC-20s? For some reason, I thought it carried 2 Ultra AC-20s. That's what I thought. A couple of UACs. Because then you're just pumping 4 AC-20 rounds downrange every single round. Which, again, just not a good time. That's what I thought. Yep. But when you're faced with something like that... Hey, King Maul, thank you so much for joining. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, 1 ton of ammo per UAC 20. Yeah. They burn through it pretty quick. King Maul, thank you for joining. Welcome. Hope that you've been enjoying everything so far. All right, and you are still in long range. Perfect. Yeah, don't be attached to the pilot. Yeah, no. Don't worry, I'm not attached to any of these pilots. They can, well, I'm not attached to any of these blue pilots. The green ones I'm kind of partial towards. Well, we'll just keep on doing things. Oops, there we go. I mean, the summoner doesn't need to be completely intact for us to take it home with us, right? I mean, you know, these ratios are still ridiculous. 8 mechs against their 2, and I'm still... I have concerns about what I can do. If I was trying to go home with no losses, this would be impossible. But fortunately, that is not on the table. Yeah, we'll get hot. We'll get nice and toasty. Oh, nice. Okay, so power puts a PPC into the head of the Man of War. It's down to 2 internal structure, also crits on the life support. Pilot takes a hit, but we miss with everything else. The summoner firing at the Marauder. Well, that's not good. Hits with 16 LRMs, doing 5 to the center torso, 5 to the right torso, 5 to the center torso, and 1 to the right torso. Then the other 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the left arm, 5 to the center torso, and 2 to the right leg. So we'll be making a PSR. The catapult misses with everything. Man of War, firing at the catapult. Ouch. Lands an AC-20 into the left arm. Then another AC-20 into the left arm. Oh no, sorry. AC-20 into the left arm, medium laser into the left arm, medium laser into the right arm, medium laser into the left torso, right leg, left arm, and center torso. Wow. Centurion misses. The Orion hits the left leg with a PPC, missed with the LB-10X. The Hermes misses. Our other Orion hits the Gauss rifle into the left leg, critting with no effect, but the armor's all gone. And the Awesome hits all 3 PPCs, putting 1 into the right arm, center torso, and the right torso. So the Gargoyle took 60 damage, needs to 7, rolls a 12. Power took 20 damage, needs to 5, rolls a 6. And the Catapult took 60 damage, needs an 11, rolls a 9. Takes a tumble, does 5 to the center torso and 2 to the left torso, critting on a jump jet, and that pilot takes a hit. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are putting some hurt on the Gargoyle. But woof. Oh, I wish you were not going first. Think. Now let's back you up like 2 steps. And then you just fire with probably 2 of your PPCs, and that will be good. That will be a great place to be. Oh, that is not what I expected. Okay. Let's go ahead and go there. Yeah, he backed out of range of the Awesome, but that's okay. So we can still send some love to the other one. Lots of love. Here we go. Let's see how it goes. So we hit the Summoner with one of the PPCs into the left arm. The Summoner firing at the Catapult does mean things to that poor little Catapult, but still alive. I don't know if it's standing, but it's alive. The Hermes misses. Gargoyle firing at the Catapult also does very mean things. Oof. Oh, but it's still alive. Centurion against the Summoner hits with the large laser to the left arm, medium laser into the left torso. Our Orion hits with the LB-10X into the right torso against the Gargoyle. Our other Orion with the PPC to the center torso, then a Gauss rifle into the right leg. Marauder hits with the PPC into the center torso, down to 17 internal structure, misses with everything else. Wyvern misses. Catapult Ooh, does some things. It's with medium laser to the center torso, another medium laser into the left torso, getting 3 through armor crits, double hitting the engine and smacking the AMS. Nice. So the Summoner took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls a 6. Gargoyle took 40 damage, needs a 3, rolls a 10. The Catapult needs a 12, rolls a 6, falls down, and bonks his little head. Well, just my routine announcement. If you haven't already followed the stream, I would really appreciate if you did. If you're watching later on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, also, I'd really appreciate if you did. If you're enjoying the streams, please leave a little comment down below. If you're not enjoying the stream, leave me a comment. Let me know why. And then if you're feeling really super duper generous and you're watching on Twitch and you want to hit that little subscribe button, always appreciate it, but definitely no pressure. You do get some pretty cool little emotes out of it, if I do say so myself. Anyways, here we go. Hold on. No. Don't get that close to the AC-20. No. That is a bad idea. Let's see here. And we will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be the juicy target. Go forward. Give him a hug. Oh, womp womp. Pilot's knocked out. Okay. That is a good spot to be. Well, we already know that the catapult bonked itself. And we can keep on doing the same things we were, but with much better to hits. There we go. That's not looking reassuring. Kind of want to risk it for the biscuit. Let's do that. Well, the gargoyle, puts the UAC right into the CT of the Marauder. Power takes 20 damage right there, plus an ER medium into the right torso, ER medium into the left leg. That's it, fortunately. Our Kerensky hits the center torso with a PPC. Gauss rifle goes into the right arm, medium laser into the left arm. I'm not feeling good about this gargoyle being able to be salvaged, unfortunately. Our other Orion hits the LB-10X into the left leg, critting on the upper leg and the anti-personnel pods. Centurion against the Gargoyle hits the right arm with a large laser, critting on the shoulder and the large laser, or the medium laser. Medium laser into the right leg, critting the upper and lower leg. Awesome at the Man of War. Destroys the right arm. Transfers a little bit to the right torso. Then the other PPC goes into the left leg, destroying the left leg, transferring a little bit to the left torso. The Man of War is now out for the count. Our Marauder against the Summoner puts PPC into the center torso. And the Hermes against the Gargoyle does some more damage to the left torso. Oh, man. All right, cool. The power avoids taking damage. Now then, we just had to... Did we have to destroy them? Destroy a route. Well, you're not going anywhere if you are blacked out. So we will say / victory. Ba-ba-bum. No, we'll just skip all of our attacks. And they shut down on top of everything else. Nice. Very nice. Nice. I like it. Feel like we would have captured you if you were blacked out in your cockpit. No. All right, that's fine. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right, Asteroid is home, Recovery is home. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're repairing all of that stuff. Got 13 days left on the Victor refit, and Alpha Lance just came home, so now we can fix that Marauder. That poor thing. Cool. It is kind of a shame, but at the same time, I kind of like that you can't just go over. Because otherwise, if you had tons and tons of money, you could just go over as much as you wanted. Which... what I would actually feel like that would be. Now, the only way, like if you were, so if I was going to be designing a new salvage system, I could be convinced of allowing people to go over. But if you still were over at the end of your contract, then that would actually count as a contract breach, which would make you have to think real strong and hard about, do I really want to go over? Do I really want to do that? Because if it's breaching your contract, because technically you are. You signed a contract saying, hey, I'm only going to take 40% of salvage. And then you take 80% of salvage. Okay, that's cool. It's cool. You're a breach of contract. And then suddenly your reputation just like takes a tank. Just, and now you can't get any contracts. Nobody wants to hire you because you stole all the salvage. Good deal. There's all that. Let's go ahead and make sure we keep on exploring the stuff. Valcoronas, hey, it's good to see you. Need huge salvage teams anymore, have a company for it, and slim us out on a lot. Now, how big of fights are you taking, though? Because how much salvage is there? For me, I've split my salvage teams up into like groups of 5, and everything can transport like 130 tons. Like every vehicle can transport 115 to 130 tons. And so with that, I get the majority of stuff that I want. And if I need to send 2 teams, I send 2 teams. But it's rare that I need more than like 5 or 6 picks. Oh, good, a dropship raid. Oh, I'm actually done in Sector 1. There we go. Okay. So we have a dropship raid and an irregular force defense that are all happening tomorrow. So oh dear. An enemy dropship has become stranded in contested territory, presenting us with an opportunity to eliminate a critical asset before they can recover or evacuate. Your mission is to destroy or cripple the dropship while also eliminating at least 50% of its escort forces. We cannot allow the enemy to extract personnel, equipment, or intelligence. This dropship must not leave the battlefield intact. Expect organized resistance. The enemy will fight to defend their stranded vessel, and their escort forces will attempt to buy time for emergency repairs or reinforcement. You must strike decisively, breaking their formation and overwhelming their defenses before they can rally. Victory in this engagement will determine control of the battlefield. If we succeed, we will hold the field at the end of the battle, giving us access to any remaining salvage and denying the enemy any chance for recovery. This is a rare chance to cripple enemy operations, strike hard, and break them completely. Oh dear. Oh shoot. Oh, fair. The extra money from it keeps you going. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, now they brought out the big guns. So you cannot salvage the dropship, but what happens is you get... Essentially, you sell the location where the dropship is so that your employer can go and nab it. I think I have one. Somewhere. No, that's a monthly payment. I don't know. But so essentially what happens is you sell the location for the dropship and your employer can go and get it, and you get 5% of the value of the dropship. Which, it doesn't sound like a lot, but like that's something like this will probably end up being like 20, 30 million. And that's 20 or 30%, or sorry, that's 5% of the sell value of the dropship, specifically. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, the mule is worth how much? And also realize that it's the sell value of what's left of the dropship. So if you just demolish the mule, there's nothing left, then 5% of nothing is nothing. Carry the one, still nothing. Okay, so the question is, do I take the dropship raid? I kind of think I let it go. And the reason being is that, yeah, I'll make a lot of money, but at what cost? But if you only shoot it from one side and you can see daylight on the other side through that side, then yeah, less than ideal. But I think I leave this alone. I'll let this one go because I don't want to lose a whole lance. Ah, man, that's tough. That is tough because I can still probably just yeet my allies at it, but unfortunately, the ones I'm bringing with me, like they can't soak up very much. I don't know the bar gas. BGS 1T? No, wrong thing. What are you? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay. That's fascinating. Details. How dare I use logic? Yeah, the problem is that then I break the batchel. Whoops. Yeah, so steering mule going for 162 million. So you had like 40% of it left ish. Yeah, I've never seen the bar gas before. Anyways, I'm going to step away for about 2 minutes. I'm going to grab a soda. Going to throw the rest of my supper down my throat. And then we'll probably do one more mission and call it good for the night. So stand by for 2 minutes. All right. Oh, I hadn't seen that the new book is making quad turrets a core rule. That is neat. I mean, that makes a lot of sense though, because it would just like that would make them really beneficial in a really interesting and neat way. Hey, youngster, how's it going? It's nice to see. It's nice to see you here. Oh my goodness. Promise somebody taught me how to speak English once. Okay, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I? This has a huge amount of potential to be very, very painful. But I could throw like Charlie Lance at it. Doesn't break the Batchall if I put the armor augment inside of Charlie Lance, does it? I don't think so. Also, where are my tanks? Vehicle Cruise. Where are you at? Where is you? There you are. Actually, we gotta do the gunner. You gotta be the gunner. There we go. Three legs are a lot better. I think that a lot of it, though, is the how the mass has to be supported too. So I mean, if you think about how the mass is supported, I don't know. I can see it both ways. I can see it both ways. Now then, TONE, add unit, tank. There we go. That's what's up. Let's assign the unit as a gunner. Heavy mana core. There it is. Cool. True story. Very true story. I think I can probably put my armor augment inside of Charlie Lance. Charlie Lance. Always consider a combat team. I don't think that breaks the Batchall then. Is it cheating? I don't know. Hold on. Let's just double check. Charlie, let's look at your ammo. All right, there we go. Why did the auto mod block that? That was weird. Apparently bipedal is a bad thing to say. How dare you? How dare you say bipedal? Maybe you should. Maybe you should add your LRM carriers. Okay, So let's advance 1 day. Boop. Okay, I'm only a little terrified right now. Whoops. You are 100% correct. Correct. It was because of the word cripple. King Maul, quads never common. That is totally fair. Totally fair. So deploy Charlie. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back. Confirm. Commit. Very good. Oh, man. I'm not afraid you're afraid. Start game. Commence drop. I really only need like 2 picks, so. So how dare you say the word cripple? Cripple is such a terrible thing. So derogatory. What do they have? Oh, it's fine. We're only going against a clan union. No big deal. It's fine. It only mounts 6 Gauss rifles in addition to everything else that it has. No bigs. No bigs. Just casual Tuesday. Casual Tuesday. And then they also have a Timberwolf. Good, good, good. How hard could it be to kill? You spoke that into his existence. It only has, you're right, 220 armor aside, give or take. No bigs. It's fine. Yeah, sure. I don't foresee any lucky through armor crits coming my way anytime soon. But we've got our favorite Demolisher back, so at least we got that going for us. I brought my tanks, including my double Gauss rifle Demolisher, so That should help a little. That'll increase our damage output a nice amount, but still just a little terrifying. Should be well within the range, right? Yes. Really? You can't see him from there? That should work. What's the range on the... Not far enough. That's the answer. Not far enough. Yeah, I don't run into those very often. Normally, when I'm doing a dropship defense, it's by the time my mechs get there, there's not much of the dropship left. And so you're trying to play catch up and just shooing them away from the darn thing. Oh, that's not good. My brand new Demolisher is about to have a very bad day. What? No, don't do that. All right, if everything hits, then we'll probably be okay adjacent. I hope. If everything hits. Oh no, I'm loaded with dead fires. That's okay. Well, the Timberwolf firing at the longbow hits with an ER large, going into the right leg. Then hits with 16 LRMs, doing 5 to the center torso, 5 to the left torso, and another 5 to the center torso with 1 to the left torso. The Summoner firing at the Demolisher hits with 20 LRMs, doing 5 to the left side, 5 to the front, 5 to the front, 5 to the front. Okay. The Union put a Gauss rifle through the Phoenix Hawk's left leg. Another Gauss rifle through the left arm. Then a Gauss rifle hits the Demolisher's front. Gauss rifle into the front of the Demolisher. That Demolisher is a very popular target. It just went from like 60 or 70 armor on his front to 5. So I think we might have to back up a little. Then ER large into the Phoenix Hawk. Large pulse into the Phoenix Hawk. ER large into the Demolisher. Ah, there it goes. And then the Demolisher explodes. It goes boom. Very first one back. Youngster. That might not have gone very well for you. Sorry, not sorry. Did you have a bad feeling walking into that? Because I didn't have a great feeling, but it wasn't that bad. The Warhammer into the Union. Hits with a large pulse into the nose, the large pulse into the nose. The Kerensky puts a Gauss rifle into the right side. Phoenix Hawk missed the broadside of a barn. The other Phoenix Hawk hits with a large laser into the right side. The Brutus puts PPC into the right side, PPC into the nose. Demolisher hits with both Gauss rifles into the nose. It's down to 220 amp armor. It's fine. Yeah. It'll totally buff out. Yeah, sure. Then the longbow. Oh, I didn't realize I was firing swarms. Oops. Hits with 12 of the swarms, doing 5, 10, 12 to the left side. Then another 16 swarms hit, doing 5 to the aft, 5 to the right side, 5 to the nose, and 1 to the left side. LRM-5 hits, doing 4 to the left side. Then another 2 missiles hit, doing 2 to the aft. Bargas puts an ER large into the right side, another ER large into the right side. It's down to 150 armor. It's fine. Everything's fine here. The Crusader hits with 10 LRMs, doing 5 to the aft, 5 to the left side. And then another 6 missiles hit, doing 5 to the aft and 1 to the left side. Manticore puts PPC into the right side. So the Phoenix Hawk took 40 damage, needs a 9, rolls a 7, falls down, takes 5 to the center torso, and then the pilot takes a hit. The longbow took 20 damage, needs a 4, and rolls a 10. Okay, well, there's the rest of the Demolisher. It's hanging out right there. Oof. Yeah, down to 150 after 1 round. There was the one dropship fight that I took where we killed the dropship on round 1. Like, it wasn't even funny. We just completely killed it. 1 round. Life was fine. It was great. Well, I knew that we would be taking casualties, but this is not going as well as one might hope. Where'd they go? I think maybe the trick is we get down low where the folks can't see us. And we can just range on the dropship, but what do I know? Oh, hold on one sec. Here we go. Yep, little dock time. The Demolisher was using Gauss rifles, not AC-20s. Let's see here. So if I go there, does that put me in range of... Yeah, tomatoes. No, not quite in range of the PPC. But really, no matter what I do, I don't think I'm getting close enough for the PPC. Whoop. Yeah, no matter what I do, I'm not getting close enough. At least there, we'll be okay. All right, get down, Mr. President. That won't quite work. But at least there I'm only able to be seen by one of the mechs. That'll work. Am I sacrificing a Phoenix Hawk? You bet I am. Good deal. Now we can hit with the death fires. I think we just stick with that. There are lots and lots of presents coming out of that dropship right now, and I am not super excited about that. Okay, we don't need to be firing swarms. That is just silliness. Okay, well, the Phoenix Hawk again missed the broadside of the barn. The Summoner firing at the Phoenix Hawk hits with some SRMs. Also takes out the leg with some LRMs. Destroys the left arm. The Manticore hits with a PPC into the aft. The LRM-10 hits with 6 dead fires, doing 5 to the right side, 5 to the nose, and 2 to the aft. The Union puts a Gauss rifle into the right torso of the Warhammer. Gauss rifle into the right torso of the Warhammer, critting on the ER medium down to 2 internal structure. Gauss rifle into the Brutus, into the front. Gauss rifle into the front of the Brutus. Takes some motive system damage. Then ER large into the right torso, destroying the right torso. Transferring some to the center torso of that Warhammer. A large pulse into the Phoenix Hawk's right torso. ER large into the front of the Brutus. A large pulse into the Barghast center torso. Medium pulse into the right arm of the Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, well, also remember I'm still using the playtest rules. So it's gonna, the right side is currently exposed. So the playtest rules are, they work both ways. A lot of times you don't notice a whole lot of a difference until you end up in a situation like this. And then, yeah, it's just like one half of your mech just goes away. Phoenix Hawk is still getting just demolished. The Enforcer hits with the large laser into the Union's aft. AC-10 into the right side. The Kerensky hits with a Gauss rifle into the aft. Warhammer missed on a... That's fine. That's fine. It only needed a 3, and it rolled 2. That's fine. No bigs. No bigs. Large pulse laser into the aft. It's down to 106. The Brutus hits with a PPC into the nose. PPC into the right side, down to 121. The Barghast missed. Crusader hit with 8 LRMs, doing 5 to the nose and 3 to the aft. Then another 6 missiles hit, doing 5 to the left side and 1 to the aft. Longbow hits with 12 missiles, doing 5 to the left side, 5 to the nose, and 2 to the nose. Another 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the right side, 5 to the nose, and 2 to the left side. And then 5 LRMs hit, doing 5 to the aft. Finally, something is down below 100. Phoenix Hawk puts me and Blazer into the right side. Timberwolf hits with an ER large against the Brutus front. And then 12 missiles go into the Brutus, doing 5 to the front, 5 to the front, and another 2 to the front, down to 3 internal structure. The Warhammer took 40 damage, needs a 5 rolls and 8. The Phoenix Hawk lost a leg and took a tumble. Then the other Phoenix Hawk took 20 damage, needs a 7 rolls and 8. Not ideal. But yeah, so you can see this is why a lot of people didn't like the playtest rules. You're standing with the right side exposed to all of that. And most of the time it's not a huge deal. But in times like this, it hurts and it's noticeable. Unpopular opinion, but I actually didn't mind the hit table change at all. In times like this, sure, it's a little annoying, but it still kind of makes sense. It made it so that you almost wanted to prioritize being front on to your enemy as opposed to having like a side exposed. Cool. And that failed. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. There's just so much freaking armor there.
She just wanna be my baby model.
When you get close enough to the dropship that you can actually use your machine guns. Ah, that looked predictable. So the Enforcer hit with a large laser into the aft AC-10 into the right side. The Union hits the Crusader with a Gauss rifle into the right arm. Gauss rifle into the Crusader's right leg. Gauss rifle into the Phoenix Hawk center torso. Gauss rifle into the Phoenix Hawk left torso. ER large into the center torso of the Crusader. Large pulse into the Crusader center torso. ER large into the Phoenix Hawk left torso. Large pulse into the MegaMek front. Medium pulse into the Phoenix Hawk right torso, medium pulse into the Phoenix Hawk right torso, medium pulse into the right arm, which transfers to the right torso of that Phoenix Hawk, medium pulse into the MegaMek turret, medium pulse into the front, medium pulse into the front. Barghast hits with an ER large into the right side, ER large left side, and the LB-20X hits into the aft. Very nice. Down to 69 there. Crusader hits with the LRM-10. 6 missiles go in, doing 5 to the nose, 1 to the left side. Another 6 go in, doing 5 to the right side, 1 to the nose. SRM at the Thor. Does 2 to the right torso, another 2 to the right torso, but missed the last one. The Kerensky hit with the PPC into the aft. Why did it only do 5? Then the Gauss rifle hits, doing 15 to the nose. Oh, yeah, you're right. Bum. Then the Thor at the Crusader hit with the SRM, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left torso. Then hit with 9 LRMs, doing 5 to the right arm and 4 to the right torso. Another 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the center torso, 5 to the left torso, and 2 to the right leg. Then the Warhammer put a large pulse into the left side. Phoenix Hawk against the Union hit with a large laser into the right side, medium laser into the right side, machine gun into the right side. MegaMek hits with the PPC into the nose. LRM hits with 6 dead fires, doing 5 to the nose, and 2 to the right side. The Brutus puts PPC into the aft and a PPC into the right side. Timberwolf shoots the Phoenix Hawk center torso. And then, 16 missiles hit, destroying the left torso, then essentially destroying the center torso, honestly. Double hitting the gyro and getting 1 on the engine, then also, takes out the center torso. The Longbow puts 12 LRMs in, doing 5 to the left side, 5 to the nose, and 2 to the left side. Then another 12 LRMs go in, doing 5 to the nose, 5 to the left side, and 2 to the nose. Then 2 more into the left side, and 3 more into the left side. The Crusader took 60 damage, needs a 7 rolls of 4. Takes some damage to the left torso and the left arm. Oh, man. Not ideal at all. I am running out of cannon fodder. The Phoenix Hawk, when it's used in like that Succession War time frame, can be nice. I personally prefer Shadow Hawks for the most part, but Phoenix Hawks are nice because they're agile. They can be very, very fragile, though. You're right. Run away. But yeah, the Union definitely had something out for those Phoenix Hawks. I don't know. Maybe a Phoenix Hawk made fun of its sister or something. I don't know. Yes, they are very good light mechs. Oh. Well, the summer into the Barghast. Oh, hits with the Narc explosive ammo, doing 4 to the front left leg. And then it hits with 3 SRMs, doing 2 to the right rear left leg, 2 to the front right leg, and 2 to the front left leg. Then another 3 SRMs hit, doing 2 to the right torso, 2 to the front right leg, and 2 to the right torso. The LRM-20 hits with 16 missiles, doing 5 to the center torso, 5 to the center torso, 5 to the right torso, another 1 to the right torso, another 20 missiles hit, doing in 5 damage increments to the right torso, center torso, rear right leg, and the right torso. The Warhammer hits with a large pulse into the aft down to 44, Enforcer hits with a large laser into the nose down to 122, and the AC-10 hits the right side down to 51. The Union at the Crusader, ooh, that's not good. Gauss Rifle goes into the center torso, critting on the engine. It's down to just internal structure. Also puts Gauss Rifle into the left torso, down to internal structure. Gauss Rifle into the Manicore front, down to 3 armor. Gauss Rifle into the left side, immobilizing the Manicore. ER large into the right torso of the Crusader. Large pulse into the right torso. ER large into the front of the Manicore, destroying the Manicore as well. Then the Manicore soaks up some more. The Phoenix Hawk takes some damage to the right torso, and the right torso goes away. Then the center torso also goes away. The Manicore continues to be just pummeled. But that's it from the Union. The Longbow firing at the Union hits with 6 LRMs. That is a terrible roll. Doing 6 to the nose. Then another 12 missiles hit, doing 5, 10 to the nose, 2 to the aft. 3 more go into the aft, and then 3 into the nose. The Brutus puts PPC into the nose, PPC into the right side. Yeah, that's the really bad thing about Phoenix Hawks, is how bad they are on heat. The Barghast hits the nose with the ER large, but misses with the LB-20X. Timberwolf against the Barghast hits the front right leg, and then puts medium pulse into the head. ER medium into the rear left leg, and 6 missiles go into the front left leg and 1 to the right rear right leg. Then 16 missiles go in, doing some damage to the center torso, front right leg, left torso, and front right leg. The Kerensky hits with a snub nose into the right side, and Gauss rifle into the nose. My gosh, these rolls are terrible. And then the Crusader hits the LRM, doing 5 to the aft and 1 to the left side. Another 6 missiles going in, doing 5 to the nose and 1 to the aft. The Manticore hits the right side with a PPC. LRM hits with 6 dead fires, doing 5 to the right side, 5 to the right side, and 2 to the right side. Then the SRM hits, doing 2 to the nose, 2 to the right side, and 2 to the nose. Medium laser into the nose. That is very frustrating that the damage spread out like that. Like, essentially every turn we're losing 1 mech-ish. Like, I walked in the door out BVing them, and they have a significant BV advantage on me right now. And I'm not confident about being able to take out one of those mechs as soon as everything is all said and done. Yeah, it can definitely just focus down a single mech in a single turn if it wanted to. I mean, it doesn't help that we kind of came at it from both sides, so it can spread out the fire a little bit, but yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. And the rolls we got from our longbow on those hits was atrocious. Yeah, IS weapons, not quite as bad, but man. Well, the Crusader lands 6 LRMs, doing 5 to the left side, 1 to the nose. Then another 6 missiles hit, doing 5 to the left side and 1 to the aft. Then the Union C puts a Gauss rifle into the right arm, which transfers to the right torso, that then goes to the center torso, critting on an engine. Gauss rifle into the left leg, Gauss rifle into the front right leg of the Barghast, Gauss rifle into the right torso of the Barghast, ER large into the Warhammer center torso, critting on a gyro. Then a large pulse into the, essentially the center torso, double tapping on the gyro for the Warhammer. Barghast then loses the front right leg, and also loses its right torso. Then it lost its engine. The Barghast is now dead. The large pulse laser goes into the Kerensky's left leg, medium pulse into the right leg, medium pulse into the right torso, medium pulse into the left arm. Fortunately, the Kerensky can actually take the hits. The Brutus puts a PPC into the right side. It's now out of armor on the right side, which is nice. And then a PPC into the right side. It's down to 6 structural integrity. There we go. Okay, cool. Put the LB-20X into the right side, destroying the Union. Boom. All right, and then they shot that bar gassed up really badly, but that's okay. It's already dead. So the Warhammer no longer has a gyro. Okay, so who do we target down? The Summoner would probably be the easier one to deal with. Plus, it's already taken a little bit of damage. And if we get really lucky with some head hits, then we'll be in a really nice spot. Yep, I have to destroy... Had to destroy the dropship, and have to destroy 50% of the Op4 as well. So I have to destroy 1 mech. Yeah. Yeah. Now finally their BV is down. But yeah, I have to destroy 1 mech. Just 1. Of course the Summoner's just going to run away. Is it? No, it's doing fine on ammo. It's got 21 turns of SRM ammo and 7 turns of LRM ammo. It's fine. Backshots in the Timberwolf would be the best, but I don't know if I can get there. Except for with the Enforcer. Let's see here. Brutus. Start presenting your right side. Can be an initiative sync. Okay, let's do... Man, I was hoping that was a shorter building. I mean, could just charge the guy. There we go. Should be able to make that turn. Run away. Oops. Back up to there. Turn back up. Yeah, that's what's up. The Crusader can't do much, but... It's interesting that he's shooting the longbow. Well, hit the longbow in the left arm with an ER medium, then the right leg with an ER medium, hits with all 20 of his LRMs, doing 5 to the left leg, 5 to the right leg, 5 to the left torso, and 5 to the right torso. Then another 12 missiles go in, doing 5 to the right leg, 5 to the left torso, and another 2 to the left torso. The Brutus hits with both of the PPCs, 1 to the right arm, 1 to the center torso, getting a through armor crit with no effect. Then the Orion hits with the PPC to the right arm, Gauss Rifle hits the left arm. Then we miss with everything else, unfortunately. Longbow hit with 9 LRMs, doing 5 to the right torso, 4 to the left torso, another 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the right arm, critting on the ER large, and then another 5 to the left leg, 2 to the right torso, and 2 more go into the left arm. Enforcer hits with the right torso or rear with the large laser, then small laser into the left leg. Longbow took 40 damage, needs a 5, rolls a 4, and falls onto the front, doing 5 to the left arm and 4 to the right arm. Pilot avoids damage. The Timberwolf took 60 damage, needs a 6, rolls a 9. Well, hopefully it's not long for this world. Fortunately, the Enforcer actually managed to hit something, so does 10 damage to the Madcap in the left leg, but it stays standing. Oh, that's unfortunate. That Timberwolf is going second to last. We keep the Orion right where it is, just so they can actually have a little bit of cover from the fire and everything else. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a big bummer, man. That Enforcer is about to have a really bad day. Kind of surprised he has shots on him. Huh. He does. Well, just lost the Warhammer C. If I would have ejected, then I wouldn't have lost it, unfortunately, but that's okay. You win some, you lose some. Ah, and then the Enforcer explodes. Isn't that great? It is. It is definitely coming down to the wire. And I think, I don't like this answer, but I think I'm going to have to just close the distance and essentially try to force them to shoot at the Orion so that they don't shoot at the longbow or at anything else. And even then, they'll probably still will, you know, shoot at the Orion and everything else. Or sorry, they'll still shoot at the longbow and the Crusader. Would be my guess. Yeah, that tracks. Well, the Timberwolf hits with a medium pulse into the turret of the Brutus, critting on a PPC, and then puts a medium laser through the front, destroying the Brutus. So there goes all of our tanks. Yeah. The Summoner... Hey, bud. Calm down. Then hits the Crusader with 3 of its SRMs, doing 2 to the left leg, 2 to the left arm, critting on... Gonna talk fast. Anyways, also does things to the left torso, causing an ammo explosion, and... Yep. The left arm is blown off, left torso is gone. Crits on the gyro and takes out the center torso, completely destroying the Crusader. That's unfortunate. How many hits did? And then we took 2 hits. Oof. But the Crusader, in return, hits with 6 LRMs, doing 5 to the right torso, 1 to the left torso, and hits with the medium laser into the right torso. The Orion hits with the stun nose PPC to the left torso, Gauss rifle into the right torso, medium laser right leg, medium laser right leg, hits with the SRM with 3 missiles, doing 2 to the right torso, 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left torso. The Brutus hits with both the PPCs, 1 to the center torso, 1 to the left torso, double tapping on the LRM. Hit with 4 SRMs, doing 2 to the left leg, 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the center torso. Longbow only hits with 3 LRMs, then 4 LRMs, and a medium laser into the left arm. Timberwolf took 80 damage, needs a 7, rolls an 8. Harsh. I actually love tanks. Alright, well, everybody got kicked. Everybody stays standing. This is super not looking good. Wow. That is super not the turn order that we wanted. Let's see here. I know. What hooligans, right? All right, let's back this up. Let's see what they end up doing. Well, that's not ideal. Sure. Oh, he's running. Hold on, wait, is it destroyer route? So he is running away. That means we technically won. Oh, that's a bummer, though. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do swarms. That just sounds like a really bad idea with my luck. The longbow only hits with a medium laser into the right arm. The Kerensky hits center torso rear, then the right arm, and destroys the right arm, transfers the right torso rear. Summoner does things and stuff. The longbow falls yet again. Timberwolf stays standing. We're going to go ahead and say victory. That was a very bloody, bloody battle. And I would like for that to not happen again. My goodness. Yeah, definitely a Pyrrhic victory. That one did not feel good. That felt bad, man. That feels bad. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely brutal. Yeah, Warhammer, irreparable. Crusader, irreparable. Brutus, irreparable. Manticore, irreparable. Demolisher, irreparable. Ugh. I mean, honestly, like, Charlie Lance is crippled. Completely crippled. Youngster, I have some bad news for you, buddy. You might be dead. By you might be, I mean you are. Sorry, dude. Well. Wait, oh, no, you're not. Sorry, you only took 2 hits. My bad. All right. And then... that's also a big bumpski. If we could have gotten out with a Timberwolf, then I would have been a lot happier, but oh well. No, we did not capture a pilot. No. All right. And we're just going to do that. Okay, great. I did force a withdrawal. No. Don't take this from me. Can confirm. Confirm. Okay. All right, let's take a look-see here. Wow. All of that for 7 million C-bills? We got 7 million C-bills for that dropship. That was it. 7.6. That was super not worth it. Okay, so for our pilots, everybody came out of it able to go back to duty eventually. Nobody has any, you know, amputations or anything like that, so that's good. That's good. That's great. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it there for the night. Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we will be doing another stream on Sunday, whatever day that is, like the 28th or something. Yeah, well, that was not ideal. I made a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. Anyways, again, thank you all for joining. If you haven't already, hey, Zenith, what's up? And if you haven't already, you know, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. If you're feeling super generous, subscribe here on the Twitches. Then you get those cool emotes like Zenith just showed off. And we'll catch you next time. If you're also feeling generous, hang out and we'll go off and raid a random human. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of the night and have a great week. Bye.
graceful, I get a whole extra 4 to 7 frames.
Hey, Hack and Duck. Yeah, there's issues right now. If you disable the diagonal lines widget, you can... Bruh.
No, it's just that part of the game, graceful. It's that stage of the game. This is where I normally lag out.
Flagship spotted.